When we're depressed, our emotions can feel overwhelming. And it's not just sadness and despair we experience. Anxiety and anger are also quite common. And learning to regulate our emotions can help make depression more manageable. Usually we react to our negative emotions with aversion. We don't like the way they make us feel, so we try to shut them out, ignore them, or try to force them to go away. And while we might be able to avoid our emotions temporarily, they always come back, usually a little stronger and more intense each time. So just trying to shut out our negative emotions doesn't work. And often we react to our negative emotions with negative thoughts about these emotions. I can't stand feeling this way. What's wrong with me? What do I have to be sad about? Or why am I so anxious all the time? I don't even do anything. And these negative thoughts about our emotions give them more fuel and make them even stronger. Emotion regulation refers to our ability to influence our emotions and how we feel. And if we learn to practice emotion regulation skills like validating and accepting our emotions tend to become less intense. Now, validating and accepting our emotions doesn't mean we need to like how we're feeling, or that we're resigning ourselves to feeling that way. But if you're feeling sad, it's okay to feel sad. If you're feeling anxious, it's okay to feel anxious. If you're feeling angry, it's okay to feel angry. And while you may prefer not to feel these ways, we can't control our emotions, and it's always okay to feel however you feel. But while we can't control our emotions, we can influence our emotions and how we feel. If we're able to accept our emotions and validate how we feel, our emotions tend to become more manageable. They lessen in intensity, and this feeds back into any vicious cycles that we're helping to sustain them. So now our thoughts become a little less negative, which helps calm our emotions even further. And there's often a close relationship between our emotions and the physical sensations we experience in our bodies. When we're depressed, it's common to feel the depression in certain parts of our bodies. We might notice a lump in our throats, or a feeling of tightness or heartache in our chests, or some tightness or butterflies in our stomachs, or a feeling of dread in the pit of our stomachs. And depression can also lead to physical pain. Our backs become sore even though we haven't injured them, or we start to get a lot of headaches, or we just get all sorts of aches and pains all over. And just like we can't control our emotions, we also can't control the physical sensations in our bodies. And so we need to try to accept them, because when we don't accept them, our subjective experience of them is worse. Because now not only do we experience the physical pain or discomfort, but we add a layer of emotional pain and discomfort on top of it. But when we're able to accept the reality of our situation, and accept that we're experiencing some physical discomfort, our bodies can begin to relax. Our uncomfortable physical sensations become less intense, and as a result, our moods start to improve. And as our moods improve, our physical symptoms tend to subside even more.